Jaco the Clown lives in a delusional world. Each Tuesday, also known as Jaco Tuesday, he is released from the safety of the Acme Mental Hospital in order to host his own podcast show, See My Mind. Welcome to the show.
Greetings, dear viewers, and welcome to See My Mind, the greatest podcast in the world. I'm your host, Jaco. Well, last week's show seemed to really get the attention of the surfing community. From what I understand, they want to honor me with an ice sculpture of a 100-foot wave at full scale. But I'm told that, so far, the city refuses to issue the necessary permit, for the event. It seems their engineers have built several computer models and they all result in flooding, when the ice melts. We'll keep an eye on that developing story.
Jaco, we're actually ready for the hypnosis segment now.
Fine, Bobby. Do what you have to do.
Okay, Dr. Snedley, we're ready.
Thank you, Bobby. Hello, Jaco. Get comfortable and close your eyes, and when you hear the snap of my fingers, you'll be deep asleep, but still able to hear my voice. And... Now, Jaco, I want to take you back to your days as a cow whisperer.
I've calmed the nerves of a great many cows worldwide, Dr. Snedley. When cows were emotionally troubled, they knew who to call.
How did you get started helping cows, Jaco?
Well, I grew up on a farm with thousands of cows. Our small house was so crowded, I actually preferred to sleep with the cows. They were my playmates, you see. I rode them all over the farm. We got into so much mischief together. They loved to play tag and hide and seek. That's also where I first became fluent in moo.
Moo is a language?
Well, don't you look like a complete fool? Of course it's a language. You think they're just moaning? Each herd had its own dialect. I spoke them all.
Well, what are cows really like?
Well, for the most part, cows are completely misunderstood. For starters, they're exceptionally funny. People have no idea.
Cows are funny?
They're hysterical. They possess a dry wit that will catch you off guard every time. For example, when I was a young boy, a cow named Luna asked me this question. What's the most important use for cowhide?
Well, I don't know, Jaco. What is the most important use for cowhide?
Holding the cow together. There were thousands of others.
Well, how did you start helping them?
Well, I first learned I had the gift when I was consoling one of our beloved cows, Mary Lou. She was like my little sister, following me around everywhere I went. But she was suddenly unable to produce any milk and was very depressed. After just a few minutes, I filled her with so much confidence and pride that she began a routine of singing America the Beautiful every morning to start her day, with all the other cows watching and cheering her on. It was inspirational. As a result, word of my powers spread quickly among the herds.
So they all started coming to see you?
Yes. At first, it was one-on-one therapy, but the need was so great that I had to actually begin providing group therapy to cows with, similar troubles. I also began counseling cow families.
What did you say to help them?
Well, for starters, I'm a good listener. Many cows already knew the answer to their problems, down inside. They just needed me to listen to them. Others, well, they needed me to create a positive self-image for them and to provide them with various triggers to help them avoid going down the same dark paths. I built them up, Dr. Smedley. I encouraged them. I inspired them to become the best versions of themselves possible. I showed them the light.
What kind of problems did they have?
All varieties, really. Some wanted to change their natural coloring. Others wanted to begin wearing overalls, like the farmers they saw each day. Some suffered from anxiety and just wanted to be left alone. My therapeutic approach was similar for all cows. I taught them how to have a positive self-image. I even hung large mirrors all over the farm. That did wonders for their self-esteem.
What are some other things that people should know about cows, Jaco?
Well, they're highly intelligent, fast at math, excellent spellers. The farmers just didn't realize that, on the whole, they desperately wanted to become involved in making business decisions for the farm and helping the farm develop their long-range planning, On the lighter side, their favorite meal is pancakes and syrup. Serve a short stack to a cow and you'll have a friend for life.
That's just an amazing story, Jaco. Well, thank you for sharing it with me once again today. You created such a beautiful painting of your days as a cow whisperer, and I know you want to see it, so let's bring you back now. Okay, look deep into my eyes, and when I snap my fingers, you'll be on stage in your unveiling theater. And...
Thank you. Thank you. Please be seated. Well, good evening, everyone. I'll never forget my days as a cow whisperer, settling the nerves of troubled cows who were a little down on their luck. Well, now it's time for me to pull the cord to reveal my masterpiece painting entitled The Cow Whisperer.
And so it was. Please stay tuned for next week's episode of See My Mind, entitled Supercross Racer, starring Jaco the Clown.